Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. Focus period 1 till 7 May. It's a new month. It's new beginnings. Welcome to my channel. I'm Adrian, your psychic tarot reader. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Cusp, Cross-Watcher, whatever brought you here. Welcome to the channel. I believe that there's a message here for you, so we're going to jump right into it. Before we do, something that I've done before and is backed by sort of popular demand. Everybody has a question in life, or sometimes more than one. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to focus and meditate on 3 questions, clarity, guidance, whatever it is that you want to have. And I'm going to, at the end of the reading, open these 3 cards for you, question 1, 2, and 3. So start thinking about that. All right. Now, we're going to get right into your reading. And the first card that we got here for you is Poseidon. Now, the energy of Poseidon is quite an interesting energy because Poseidon was the energy of, or was the brother basically of Zeus. But then Zeus was the one who became sort of like the overall sort of ruler, and Poseidon became like the god of water, which is about emotions. And remember the thing about water, emotions, divine feminine energy. The first thing to remember is that we create our experience of life from, the energy that we put out. And even though in different ways, we operate in different ways, air signs, water signs, earth signs, whatever, fire signs, we all still come from emotions. So first of all, watch your emotions, all right? Also, Poseidon was basically of the royal family, but, he didn't see things were good enough. There was a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of envy, a little bit of comparing the self to others. So one of the things that you might be wanting to look out for, maybe Sagittarius, and it might be time to, to look in the mirror and to have that honest conversation with yourself. Are you possibly comparing yourself to others, or are you possibly comparing yourself, or, being unhappy in your life, comparing what you currently have or where you currently are, or your current experience of life, based on where you feel you should be, based on that picture of your mind or in your mind, because maybe that picture in the mind, maybe that picture is in need of a little bit of tweaking. Okay. And speaking of water energy, which is what the moon energy is all about. So in moonology, you've got a new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. But the thing also to remember here with this, because remember, a new moon is a new beginning, it's a new start, it's a new potential, it's a new chance. Some of you might be sort of stuck there in your ways, be it with love, be it with life, be it with money, be it with whatever. So it really is time, I feel, for you, Sagittarius, to sort of do some deeper inner exploration there. If you are open to that, if you are open to a new cycle in life, in love, in money, be it that you want to revive something that you already have that has sort of like dwindled a bit, or something new that you're open to. Maybe, you've been in a space where you were like, well, I'm alone and it's fine, I don't need anybody. But the question is that really true? If you're claiming new beginnings, new partnership, because I feel that you do better in a pair or whatever you do going forward, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, and open yourself to the potential of life. Now, I can see, Sagittarius, that obviously this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates, all right? But I can see that for many, many, many of you, that the past, couple of weeks, couple of months, possibly the past couple of years, but I feel more recent energy, it has really, really, it sucked. It really sucked. It sucked major there. With number 15, which is the devil energy, you've got that fighting energy over there, which is sort of like that Knight of Swords, and also the Fool energy over there. So I feel that for some of you, and also just first of all, it doesn't mean that this is your fault. But, for some of you, the journey of life has just been tough. It has been like an uphill battle, like you get that little meme of like an ant that is pushing that big round thing sort of like up the hill, and you can almost feel for that ant as it's pushing it up the hill. For some of your life has been like that. It can even be like that, thing that you rolled up the hill that is almost like it had thorns on it, like almost feeling like life was out to get you, I feel that for some of you, there was some patterning, some beliefs, some conditioning that you had that really just wasn't serving you well, I can see that for some of you, you really had to even as we said earlier in your reading, maybe for some of you already had that thing where you looked in the mirror, where you wrote things down, where you really took that very sort of objective look at yourself, at your life, and realized, like, OMG, it might be time for some change over here, because some of you, I feel that you did hold on to that sort of ideal in your mind of how it should be. So some of you got a little bit of a wake up call over there, all right? Which I feel beautifully put you back on the path of prosperity. And now look at this, and this is what I love. So where you are at the moment, but of your challenge, but where you are moving at the moment, you've got the Master. And this is Osho Zen Tarot. This is the additional card in it. The Master slowing down, and we are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better place, so let's not give in. Yeah. All right. Sorry. So this is basically where you are at the moment. This is a huge Sagittarius. I'm talking about a huge reminder that you create the experience of life that you have. I know I'm beginning to sound like a little school teacher now, but Spirit really wants you to get this, because as I like to remind people that, a lot of times we sit around and we wait for life. And we wait for life to give something to us and to make us understand, where we're going to go next. And I mean, I get so many times that people will, ask me, what is my future? What is my destiny? Where am I going? But the thing to remember is that by your focus, by your life plan, by your soul plan, by your Akashic agreements, and how you even relate to those things, that's what forms your experience of life. Nothing is set in stone unless you set it in stone. Okay? Really powerful reminder. This reminds me of a couple of years ago, something that happened, Sagittarius, that changed my entire experience of life. I remember it was on the Oprah show. I can't remember who she was speaking to, but it was this big reminder that they spoke about, that you have got the right to change your mind because it's your mind. All right. Remember that you are in control of your destiny of life. Don't forget that. It's very easy to forget that sometimes. I see that some of you forget that. You're back in that flow again now. Easy does it. You're part of everything. You can ask for help. You can ask the angels for help. You can ask your guides for help. It might be time for many of you to maybe go to that next level, to maybe broaden your experience of life, or maybe you have been doing that. I know one of the most beautiful people that I know, who's a Sagittarius as well, has recently told me she enrolled for a shamanic course. So for many of you, it could be that sort of thing. You might be open to it, or you have done it. That is the most beautiful thing for you. It's time for next level. Okay? The space where you're heading, energy coming your way. We've got number 4 there, the rebel, which is that emperor sort of energy. Number 6, the dream, which is the 6 of cups. And also we've got awareness over there, that number 7 energy, chariot energy, cancer energy, security, foundations, breaking through the supposed barriers. All right. And this is such a reminder for you. Like, oh, I'm getting so excited. This is such a reminder for you, Sagittarius, that, it's about breaking the chains, breaking the barriers, breaking that boring mold that everybody's saying you have to live like this. This is what it means to be a spiritualist. This is what it means to be a good person. This is what it means. Fuck that shit. Okay? Life is about you. You set the tone for your life. And I feel that for many of you, you are breaking right into your energy, right into your flow, right into your being, right into yourself. Okay. Going forward, dream a different dream for yourself. If you don't like the way that your world is going, that your life is going, starting now, starting tomorrow, starting as soon as you want your life to change, dream a different dream for yourself. And that is how you get out of the challenges, because here's a reminder that challenges are simply a reminder from life that says, oh, by the way, it's almost like a memo. By the way, there's an opportunity for you to propel forward. Okay, let's clarify recent past. Let's see. For some of you, things really suck there, but Some of you were a little bit stuck without realizing that you were stuck. And that is sometimes the worst kind of being stuck. I always say that it's one thing to know that you're unhappy and that sort of thing, but some people don't know they're unhappy. They call it other things, depressed, their fault, that sort of thing. But when you know what the problem is, then you can actually do something about it. So and this is amazing because these are major breakthroughs in the recent past. These are all major arcana cards. You've got the Magician over there with that beautiful communicative Mercury energy. You have got the Tower over there, that Mars energy, that Regression energy, that fighting energy, where many of you said up until this point and no bloody further than this. All right? And the World energy, Saturn energy, Turning Points energy. Some of you pretty much, you had enough. You were like, this is it, had enough, not gonna do it anymore. You got fed up, you got tired. And sometimes in life, we need to get fed up, because then we stop making excuses for things. Then we stop saying, oh, it's the stars and it's COVID and, it's just their family. We're like, you know what? Whatever it is, hell to the no. And there's something that I realized within myself because, I was born highly intuitive. I do regression hypnosis. I'm NLP practitioner. Sorry. But I somehow just get people. I just get patterns. I always have. And I remember when I was young, people would tell me stuff and I'm like, you shouldn't be telling me this, I'm just a child, But it is that Sagittarius energy because I'm a Sagittarius rising, which people get that. It's that old soul energy. But for some of you, and this is the thing that I feel many of you needed to get and might be in the process of getting or accepting that you're getting it, is that just because you understand the pattern, just because you understand where people come from, why they do what they do, doesn't mean that you have to be a victim of it. In actual fact, because you get the pattern, I sometimes feel that you can say, not gonna do this. Looking at your current space, 5 of Cups, you gotta forgive yourself for the things in the past that you did that wasn't so right. 5 is a conflictive sort of energy. It's a bit sort of like how do I say this? It's like opposing basically. It's a new beginnings energy. It's the challenges of new beginnings. 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups. So for some of you, it's time to step away. It's time to step away from the version of yourself in the past, first of all, where you go like, oh, poor me. Oh, poor me. No. There's such beauty for many of you in the current space, but it does mean that you have to let the past go. Don't get involved in other people's dramas. Do they want to be unhappy? Let them be unhappy on their own. All right? If I've got this thing even within my own work. I will help whoever is willing to want to move forward. But if you just want to bitch and complain, I ain't your dude. All right, it's time to step towards more. The 8 of Cups is not about stepping away. It's about stepping to. Well, it is about stepping away, but it's about going towards more. Okay, let's see the energy that's heading for you forward. That rebel energy. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles. Look at this. We've got this new space of a new beginning for you over here. And what is this? Knight of Pentacles. So what do you want? What do you really, really want? And this is a reminder here for you going forward. And I know I'm going to sound a little strict with you now, Sagittarius, but this is a question of what do you want going forward? How do you want your best days to be? But also, how do you want your worst days to be? When you're sick, when you're irritated, when life's not going your way, when you're disappointed, hurt and in pain and in fear. What do you want that life to be like? And then looking at what are the patterns that you are maintaining within your life that are not in alignment with what it is that you want, because those are the patterns that you want to heal and let go. Okay, let's see what we have for you. Those 3 questions. So remember question 1, 2, and 3. Answer number 1, we've got communicate clearly. So again, what do you want? Not what should you have, whatever scripture or person or enlightened being or guru or whatever saying. What do you want? Be very clear about that. All right, because remember, the universe is always listening, and as you got so clearly in the beginning of your reading, you are creating your own experience of life. Okay, number 2, unlikely. And when life says unlikely, don't get despondent, because it usually means that there's something better for you. Number 3, romance all around. It seems like romance is definitely in the cards for you, beautiful Sagittarius. beautiful new romantic connection. All right. So that's what I got for you. Hope that it helps. Let me know in the comments. You know, as you always know, you put a comment, I send you a heart to say thank you, to send you love, like, subscribe. And if you want a personal readings look sort of like this. It's just more detailed, up to 1.5 hours normally. I send you a downloadable video. The details are in the description. You make a payment, you send me proof of payment. I do a general reading, and on top of the general reading, you can ask me up to 5 questions, and you please need to give me 3 to 5 working days or business days to send it to you. Any of you are interested in learning how to read the tarot, there's a link for my course down below. I will see you next time.